What's up, North County? Welcome to Morning Brew. We are Thursday morning, February 21st, and this month is flying by. We got 7 days left. 7 days left to get all your stuff done for the month of February before it is all over.
It will be over.
Eric, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. How are you doing?
Are you awake?
I'm awake.
Are you awake?
I am awake.
Yeah, look at this color of blue. It's weird. It's like...
It's like you blend into the background.
Did you say not to wear blue, or did you say to wear blue?
I said only wear hot pink.
Ooh. I hope Chad gives me a hot pink Sheriff Rodeo shirt for the rodeo this year.
I'll probably make it happen.
I think it would be cool and have all the logos, but I want to be in pink.
Yeah?
Maybe that's what we need to do.
You got to get pink, all pink, and then you got to wear white cowboy boots.
Like cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't wear white anything.
No?
No. I kind of steer away. White looks good, and it's very, elegant, but it's literally like...
I get a white shirt dirty in 2 seconds, yeah.
Before I even get anywhere. It's like, how the hell did this happen? It's like, geez. But that's why you got to wear, heathered type shirts or shirts that have a lot of colors and designs and moving. Make your eyes move.
Yeah.
So because this might have a stain on it. I'm not sure.
Probably does.
But yeah. So Thursday, so yesterday I went over to Morro Bay, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I'm cruising down Morro Bay, because I had a client over there, which is dockside. Had to jam over there, which I totally forgot about it. So I hauled ass over there, and I'm coming back, and I passed the VFW.
Uh-oh.
Dude, and I look, and I pull over, and I pull into the zoo.
You pulled into the zoo, not the VFW?
Well, I passed it. Right when I passed it, I go, oh, today's Wednesday. I should go to get a burger. And it was like 11:30, right? And I'm like going, but I had so much stuff to do. I hadn't even been to the office yet. And I'm like, oh, and I didn't go.
You didn't go?
I didn't go.
You were right there.
I know.
Oh, man, you're the closest out of all of us.
Dude,
I didn't go.
I know. Dude, I even envisioned this. I envisioned stopping and getting two burgers, dropping you one off.
Oh, nice.
Right? See, I was always thinking of you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, eating one, but I didn't know if they were going yet because I didn't know their timing.
Yeah.
11:30, I'm thinking that maybe they got burgers going. And so I get to the office, and Justin texts me, and he goes, hey, if you're in the area, me and we're thinking about going down to the VFW for burgers. I'm like, dude, you kidding me?
Wow. That's a sign.
I know. But anyways, I missed it again. Doggone it.
Oh, well.
Next week.
What do you do?
I know. I got a plan on it.
At least we talk about it.
At least we talk about it, yeah. I just got a plan. I just got a plan on it. I got a plan on it, and I got to focus on it. That's it. And just make it happen.
Focus.
Right?
Yeah. That's cool, man.
All right, so we've got... so did you see this kind of a bizarre story? So this guy tries to smuggle in pythons into... through the TSA into the airport.
Yeah.
From out of the country, obviously.
Right.
So, and he put them in his pants. He taped the pythons, and obviously he was wearing like baggy pants or of some sort.
Yeah.
And he taped the pythons in a bag to the inside of his thigh. Dude, okay, I'm gonna say, hell no.
No.
Dude, are you kidding me?
They're bitey.
Right?
Yeah.
So New York City man who admitted to smuggling 3 pythons in his pants through the U.S.-Canadian border crossing was sentenced Wednesday to a year of probation and fined $5,000 by federal prosecutors. The man crossed into northern New York with hidden snakes on a bus from Montreal to New York City in July. The young adult snakes were hidden in the inner thigh of his pants in snake bags tied to the pants drawstring. They were discovered by U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers. The Queens resident purchased the snakes. Come on. The Queen resident purchased the snakes, which were worth more than $2,500 a piece at a reptile store in Canada.
Huh? Damn,
so the Burmese. How do you pronounce that?
Burmese, yeah.
Did I have it right?
From Burma, yeah. Burma is in Asia.
Python, one of the world's largest snakes, is considered vulnerable species in native Asia.
Crazy, right?
So that's...
But think about the money that you're getting out of that. If you got away with it, think about how much money you would have in your pocket.
So the value of the snake's $2,500.
Whew.
Right?
It's a lot.
So was he coming here to sell these?
Probably, yeah.
And you got to think about like these type of snakes. These are those snakes that grow to be super big.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And
Man-eaters.
I can't imagine that the snakes were, I mean, it didn't show or tell the size of the snake, but I couldn't imagine the snake being, I mean, it's wrapped up in a bag on his inner thigh.
Could you imagine like walking through security and all of a sudden your inner thigh starts moving around like it looks, what it looks like? You know?
You're like, hey, buddy. Hey, are you happy to see me, or you got a snake in your pants? But that's crazy, man. Dude, people are like literally crazy. I mean, the things that they do to get away with things, or it's just crazy. And what would happen if, I mean, God forbid the snake bites onto your snake, right? I mean, dude.
Big snake versus little snake.
A big old chomp. Hey, Brian from Uganda is on the horn right now.
What up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
On there too as well.
Hey, so the crew is actually over in Uganda right now. Over there, the doctor group from here.
Oh yeah.
I just saw a post yesterday that they have touched down, I believe, in the last couple days, and there's about 8 of them over there with the group of I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
But they're over there currently right now. So
cool.
So they're doing some good stuff. We're gonna have to get Brian on there and talk about Uganda and get some pictures and videos from Uganda and all that good stuff. Hey, so how's the week going?
How's my week going?
Well,
you ask me how my week's going? Or?
As far as like weather, because it was supposed to rain this weekend. Are we still not showing any rain for the weekend?
Here's our rain forecast.
So now we got rain on Monday.
It looks like next week is our best chance to rain. Yes, but the weekend looks.
But look at Friday. I'm still throwing up in the air that Friday is a maybe.
Okay.
Because see all the clouds, no sun.
Right.
I'm gonna say tomorrow when we wake up, there's gonna be some sort of moisture, possibly rain.
Probably light rain.
A little bit.
Could be having some light rain.
And Saturday is supposed to be clear, sunny, and look at 60,
70 almost, man. 70 on
degrees.
Saturday. Oh, I can't wait. Bask in the sun. Turn into a lobster.
I was thinking, I see Santos Brothers Plumbing there as one of our sponsors, and I was thinking about him last night.
Ooh, what were you thinking about?
As I was on the Porcelain God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good place to think about people.
That's where you should think about, like somebody like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
If you think about Santos Brothers Plumbing while you're on the Porcelain God, then you have done something right. We have done something right.
There you go.
So whenever in need, I mean, if I was Nate, I would do like some sort of marketing for your toilet, and I'm not sure what that would be. You know what I'm saying? What kind of marketing could you give somebody to put on their toilet? Maybe the like a toilet seat, like with him.
Santos Brothers.
Yeah, just him as the cowboy with the overalls and the cowboy hat.
Yeah,
and it's like maybe like a little decal of some sort, or maybe
says like don't forget to flush.
Yeah, don't forget to flush. Don't be
stand closer. It's not that big.
Yeah, something like that. But I think there's marketing out there, and you think about like a toilet. Do you ever see like colored toilets?
Oh yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I've seen black and
no,
blue.
not as on a norm, not anything like you go to Madonna Inn, they have gold toilets.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, as far as like on a norm, everything has white, right? And everything has like white toilet paper. Sometimes
the rim of the toilets, they have brown rims.
I've never seen a brown rim toilet.
You got to go to the gas station.
My uncle had a gross. I just got that. That would be the inner toilet seat. My uncle had a penny toilet seat. So the whole seat was like a resin.
Yeah.
And pennies
oh really?
Yeah, they're just all pennies like all over it.
That's kind of cool actually. That's a good idea.
Right?
Oh, yeah, nostalgic.
Yeah, he had a lot of weird stuff in the rumpus room. But yeah, so I don't know. There's just weird things that I think about. I had my rant yesterday, and then I was thinking about other things.
Thinking about Nate on the toilet.
Yeah, and then hey, so there's a evidently there's a sober living house coming to Templeton.
Oh man, and you stirred up some controversy there.
Did
which
you see?
I think the conversation should be. We should have a conversation about that, and I don't think people should get mad. I think people should understand, like, hey, we all live in this community. Let's figure it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my friend Kelly, she texts me and she goes, "Hey Randy," she goes, "You know, you guys are usually in the know of what's happening." She goes, "You know, have you heard about this?" And she sent it to me. I'm like, I have not heard about this.
Yeah.
And so it's right there in her neighborhood. So obviously, for a concerned parent, you know, with kids, high school kids, and you're concerned with, you know, a sober living home that's going to have, you know, I think she said like 7 or 8 adults or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know, so I said, hey, post that on our page so that way we can have discussion, right?
Yeah.
And so obviously she did. And then I went over to Morro Bay. Actually, I was on my way back from Morro Bay when she posted it. So I got back to the office, started doing work and this and that. Like a couple hours later, she texts me. She goes, "Hey, apparently I'm entitled and, you know, this and that." I'm like, what? Because she saw it on Templeton Proud also.
Yeah.
And then I told her to post it to the What's Up North County page. And so I said, on our page or the Templeton Proud page? She goes, "No, on your page." I go, "Oh no." So I'm like, all right, I'll check it out when I get slowed down. So anyways, so I went and checked. I went and read it, and I'm just like, you know, you're gonna have that.
It's
you know,
social media.
It totally is.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has their opinion. You know, and you know, some people just jump right to, you know, the negatives. Some people just love negativity.
Oh,
you know,
people love the armchair, you know, box and all that
100%,
stuff.
100%. They love to sit there and bitch and complain and talk shit and
all that fun stuff.
Yeah, you know, but they also like, you know, they want. So she was simply just saying that she was concerned, right?
Yeah.
Hey, does anybody else know about this, right? And then you see, you know, hey, Karen, and you know, you're entitled and blah blah blah, and I'm like going, oh my god. So, anyways, so I got on there, posted, you know, what I did.
Yeah.
And it just makes sense, you know. People are entitled to know, you know, more about. So, anyways, long story short, I reached out and talked to Tamika yesterday with the Oxford House.
Okay.
And so, told her about what we got going on. Told her about the discussion on our page about it. And so she was totally in agreement to come on the show.
Oh, cool.
So I sent her over our show links and our webpage so that way she can check us out. And so I'm going to be probably getting her on the show next week so we can learn more about this Oxford House. Evidently, this place has been around since 1975.
And they've been housing people there since then, or is it just
Not
now?
Templeton's new.
Oh, okay.
Templeton's brand new, so they got them. They got them everywhere else. Santa Barbara, you know, but Templeton, the Templeton resident, is a new facility.
Right.
So, like I said, she's going to come on and she's going to.
I'm kind of a neutral party on this kind of stuff because, you know, people do need help. You know what I mean? It's like you just can't get out of jail, go on the streets, and then you end up doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? At least they're trying to get jobs, get clean,
Right.
hopefully have a better life after that. You know, so
Well, you
I
know,
don't know, but I'm not sure about having it in a. I don't know if it's in like a cul-de-sac or if it's, you know, I don't know where this thing's gonna be at.
It's in a residential area off of Las Tablas.
Okay.
You know, so you know, you're right. You know, there's two sides to the coin.
Yeah.
You know, one of the debate was, you know, you live, you know, next door to us are drunks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that aren't sober or trying to be sober, or maybe they're trying to be sober. You know, I mean, I get that too. So, who knows? I guess you just kind of have to let the cards play out as they do. And
I just wish they would make more of a hospital facility for these people so they could house more. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a hospital where it's, you know, white.
like an echo shelter.
An echo shelter where they could just house not just 6, like maybe like 30 or 40 people. You know what I mean? Put them in a commercial area where we could have, you know, a lot of people getting help. So.
I agree. And, you know, I mean, speaking of, I know I'm no sober guy, but I have been sober since, that sounds weird. I haven't been drinking since January 2nd.
You haven't been sober. You can't say that.
I haven't been sober since January 2nd.
Okay.
Wait, no, I've been sober.
You haven't been
drinking.
drinking.
I haven't been sober since January 2nd. All right, I'm going to check myself into the Oxford House. I haven't had a drink. I've been sober since January 2nd.
All right.
Okay. So now, has there been some times to where I was like, oh, I could have a shot right now? Like when I was in Tahoe.
Yeah.
You know, I would have loved to just kind of, get on the same level as everybody else that I was around.
Yeah.
So there are some weaknesses. And I guess if the addiction is deep enough, those weaknesses, tend to weigh heavier on people, right?
Well, if you're talking about heroin, meth, and, high-end drugs, then, yeah, you're going to have problems getting off that stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, wasn't that cool with the sheriffs when they were over here and we got to touch the meth?
So I didn't touch the meth. You touched the meth. I never touched anything with drugs and bags, and I don't want to have my fingerprints on anything. So you touched the drugs. I didn't touch the drugs.
You know what? I think I was so intimidated by the dogs. I was trying to take a picture, and I went to show Robbie last night that I had meth in my hands, and it's not there. I didn't take the picture, I guess.
I had it.
You have the picture?
I have all the evidence.
Oh, then okay. I thought I took the picture. I thought I took the picture like this.
No, I don't know if you did or not. I took a picture of you holding the meth.
Oh, okay. See, I get it.
Just clarify, please, everybody. We were touching meth with police officers that are showing us a demonstration. Okay, because I think people now thought we were just touching meth.
Yeah, in a triple sealed bag.
It was,
and it looked like salt rock from like a water softener.
I couldn't even tell what it was. I don't even know what it looks like, so I couldn't even tell what I was looking at.
I thought meth was something different, and it looked like it was just a big chunk of like salt. That's what it looked like to me, and it felt like salt. It kind of was crunchy and all that too. So. But
we got over almost like 3,000 views on Instagram on that video that we cut for the dog doing the demonstration.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of people are liking it, so I'm happy because that shows like, hey, we have our sheriff's department out there actually doing so. They don't see the K9 unit out there, you know what I mean? So
right.
I'm glad we got to do that.
Well, also too, Deputy Moria was saying that they want to go out to the schools. They want to go out and put the dogs and educate the kids to the program.
Yeah.
So
I remember seeing that when I was a kid. They brought the dogs to I think it was middle school is when they brought it over. So yeah, I saw a demonstration when I was young.
That's
crazy.
Thought it was cool. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, right on, man. Well, it's what time is it? 8:35. We have Lori yet?
Nope.
Uh-oh. Got Lori. Lori's MIA. But anyways, let's go to commercial break, and we will be right back to the Morning Brew.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Welcome back to the Morning Brew, guys. Thursday morning, February 20... What did you say, 22nd? 22nd.
Yeah.
Dude, this month is flying by. It's like, we're just like in December. We were just sitting there going, okay, it's January 1st. It's flying by.
Got the Sheriff's Rodeo coming up pretty quick.
Got the Sheriff Rodeo coming up. What else we got? We got all kinds of stuff going on.
Man.
We got the FFA dinner coming up.
FFA dinner. Yeah.
We got the crab feed coming up. We've got the Sheriff K9 event coming up. So yeah, speaking of food, let's talk about A-Town Diner. Have you ever been to A-Town Diner?
I have not.
So A-Town Diner is at kind of the midway section in Atascadero, kind of down towards Kerberell, right?
Okay.
And they started off where Don Q's is now.
Okay.
So on this little plaza, and then they moved over to there. Steve, the owner, which had been cooking like these burgers. The burgers at A-Town Diner are really, really good. Huh. So they're like in that top 10 burger in the North County.
Okay.
Right. So like, we talked about that. We've talked about, the VFW. We've talked about, Parkfield, which we kind of incorporated Parkfield into a North County area.
Oh, yeah.
And A-Town Diner, obviously being another one of those top 10 hamburgers in the North County. But A-Town Diner is going to be featured on America's Best Restaurants. Local restaurant A-Town Diner will be hosting a visit from America's Best Restaurants in late February. America's Best Restaurant will bring its ABR Roadshow to the restaurant on Thursday, February 29th. Popular dishes will be highlighted along with the on-camera interview of new owners Robert and Melinda Davis about the restaurant's special place in the community. The episode will be aired on social media channels at a later date. The Davises took over the restaurant from the previous owner in 2022. They offered the classic diner-style menu in retro 1950s atmosphere after undergoing an extensive dining area renovation last year. So you can check out the diner. Diner opens at 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. On the weekends. Oh, that's weird.
6 a.m. on the weekends?
Yeah, it says diner opens daily at 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. on weekends.
Huh.
Interesting. So America's
check it
Best
out.
Restaurants will be filming on locations Thursday, February 28th from 2 to 5 p.m. So I've never heard of the America's Best Restaurants, but I'm going to check them out.
Well, it looks like they're going in there to do some filming.
They're going in there to do some filming because it's their, kind of like, what's that spiky hair guy? White hair. He's a
Yeah.
chef.
Oh, damn it, dude.
You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Guy, Ferrari?
Yeah.
Ferrari?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's kind of something like that to where they go America's, deadly kitchens or, hot kitchens or
Yeah.
so. But what's going on there?
Where?
Got all kinds of stuff on the screen. Is that all on the screen right now?
Yeah.
Or is that just in front of me?
It's our sponsors.
Nice. Who we get? Pacific 805 Spas.
Yeah.
Right on. And we got, so our YouTube channel is growing.
Yes.
Our Instagram channel is growing.
Very much so.
But we need our Spotify channel.
Spotify.
We need Spotify to grow something fierce.
We should.
Right?
I like it.
Need it to grow something fierce. Hey, so let's talk about the earthquakes
Okay.
that happened. So evidently, it wasn't just here. Evidently, there were several earthquakes that hit yesterday. So three earthquakes hit California Wednesday morning. According to the United States survey, the largest of the three was recorded at 6:01 in Parkfield, just north of Paso Robles, at a magnitude of 3.7. The other twos were recorded hours later. The first quake was recorded at 12:47 in Los Angeles County with a magnitude of 2.6, and the second was recorded at 1:06 a.m. in Lake County. All three earthquakes seem to be near the San Andreas Fault. So, does that mean anything?
If you could look at the three dots here, and there. Dude, does this mean that like California's going to break off into the ocean eventually? It looks like it's going to kind of break off. They're all like in a straight line.
Right?
It's nuts.
So that runs along the San Andreas Fault. So the San Andreas Fault goes from obviously northern up into Oregon,
Right.
and it runs along the coastline, very shallow to the coastline. And obviously, our closest point is out in Parkfield, which is 45 minutes away, or
Ish, yeah.
probably less as a crow flies.
Flies, yeah.
Right, and then it goes down into Mexico. Let's see, it goes down into Mexico, or does it falter out here into the ocean? I think
it goes all the way down.
Let's see, it falters out, goes down. It goes into the ocean. It does go into the ocean. Mm-hmm. It goes into the ocean and then goes back down into. Anyways, so that's where they call that the Western Rim, and that's why they've always talked about the California falling in. Now, not the whole California, not like in the the shape of the California line.
Yeah.
But parts of California falling into the ocean or separating from the West Coast. So.
Well, we got a lot of rain. So when you get a lot of rain, that moisture goes down, and the earth starts shaking a little bit, moving around. So you're going to get that kind of stuff.
Well, I guess you have 3 earthquakes, and do they say it's, again, do you want it to bind up and have one big ass one, or do you want it to release and shake a little bit and, be good for a couple months?
I think I'd just rather have little shakes here and there. Let the grumbles go, It's kind of like your stomach.
Say that again?
It's kind of like your stomach,
Right?
You don't want your stomach to just all of a sudden, oh no, I gotta go. You kind of want to be like, natural. Let things flow.
So Robbie, we took Robbie to the airport this morning at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So he's flying off and going to see his girlfriend up in Montana, right?
Okay.
And so I got up when I got there, or when we were driving down there. I said, you know what? I said, find out what the hell they barbecue up there. Because we live in a barbecue area of tri-tip, right?
Yeah.
So, and tri-tip is only really consumed in this part of the West Coast.
Okay.
And it's not even all California. Like you go, up north, it's like literally centralized in our counties, San Luis, Santa Barbara counties, tri-tip, Santa Maria style. And so I said, find out what kind of meat they barbecue up there. Because I'm on this, like I said, I'm on this carnivore thing, so I eat a lot of meat, right? And I'm getting burned out of sirloin. I'm getting burned out of tri-tip. So last night we were at, where were we at? We were at Smart and Final, and they had this big old slab of a brisket, right? And I'm thinking to myself, going, okay, so I've never cooked a brisket before.
It's a long time.
So can I cut it into pieces, right? And because I just want to do it. I don't want to do it on the barbecue. I have a crappy barbecue. It catches everything on fire. I freaking hate it. So I have to slow cook anything that I cook. Otherwise, one little drip of grease, my whole barbecue and everything is on fire.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to cook it on the stove in the skillet. And so I didn't pull the trigger on it, so then I got myself to sirloin again, because I know the sirloin, and you cut out the junk and whatnot. But I'm curious of what other people barbecue.
Yeah, when you're cooking a brisket, though, you don't want to cut it into slices. You want that whole meat to kind of shrink down, and all the juices and everything to get, that's where your flavor's at. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you cook the whole thing.
I wish you could buy a prime rib in a smaller pack.
I've been buying steaks over at Trader Joe's. I mean, they're pretty good. They're not bad.
So when we were in Tahoe, we went to the grocery outlet. We always go to the grocery outlet. We're like big, we only really shop at the grocery outlet. Unless they don't have it, we have to go somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So they had these New York steaks, individually packed, and they're like $4 a piece or something like that. So got to Tahoe, I get my, because we go up there and because we have the cabin. And so I got 3 of those things, and I cooked one night, and man, it was delicious. I cooked it just perfectly. It was super red in the middle, kind of just seared on both sides, and it turned out bitchin'. And from that point on, I have not been able to duplicate that. And I don't know what I did differently other than stand right next to the grill or the stove
the whole time
because everything was right, because we always function right in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. We congregate there, we talk there, we play cards there. Robbie destroyed us on Texas Hold'em one night when we got back from the casino. Anyways, we're right there, but I was able to cook it, and I just seared it just enough and cooked it just enough to where it was just so good, and I haven't been able to duplicate that. So I tried it again when we got home. It was terrible. It was just dry. It was just crappy. I put the cover on. And so then last night, I got a little close because I got a sirloin. I got a top sirloin, roast. And I cut that into little steaks, and I cooked it. And it was close. It was close, but not as it was when I was in Tahoe. So I might have to go back to Tahoe and
just keep cooking steak in Tahoe?
I do. I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry. There you go.
I'm very hungry right now.
All right. Well, what else we got going on?
Let's see. What else do we got going on? We've got, let's see here. Talked about, so you got another act being highlighted or announced for Vina Robles. So you got another comedian, same comedian came from last year. You got George Lopez coming to the Vina Robles in Paso Robles. Let's Let's see. George Lopez, the multifaceted entertainer with a career that encompasses television, film, stand-up comedy, and late-night television, returns to Villa Robles Amphitheater stage as part of his All Right Comedy Tour, Saturday, May 25th. Tickets are available via Ticketmaster. And in addition to his tour, Lopez stars in multiple camera comedy series at NBC, Lopez versus Lopez, featuring his real-life daughter. Lopez can also be seen on Snoop Dogg's Amazon MGM sports comedy. Lopez has 4 HBO specials on television, movies, and extensive film credits, including Walking with Herb. Walking with Herb. So, George, you like George Lopez?
So I saw George Lopez before he got big. I saw him on the stage in, I think, Ontario, down south. And he came out, dude, and he was a pretty funny guy. He had like a giant stain on his shirt, and he had this, he had like this orange suit on with a white shirt, and he had this giant stain like sitting right here. He was a pretty funny guy. He sat in front, and he made fun of me because I was a white boy sitting in front, but, it was pretty good.
All right, Lori just texted me, and she said she can't call out. Her phone is being weird.
Does she have AT&T?
She does have AT&T.
Okay, so if you have AT&T right now, you're out. You're done. They don't know what's going on at AT&T right now, but there is a mass outage for all AT&T users. So I just read the headline this morning.
I think there's a lot of people here that have AT&T. I think everybody has either AT&T or Verizon.
Verizon, for me, is the king of North County.
Okay. So I know for a fact that AT&T is inferior to Verizon in the core of the Central Coast.
Right.
Now, if you go out into like the rural areas, you go out towards like Creston, AT&T is more your superior service. You go out towards the lakes, you go out, between the lakes, AT&T is going to be your more superior service. But overall, Verizon is your core service in our area.
Well, here's the headline for that. AT&T network went down for many of its customers across the United States Thursday morning, which is today, leaving customers unable to place calls, text, or access to the internet.
Oh, my God.
So they don't know what happened or what's going on, but the outages, they don't even know when the outages are gonna, or when the phones are gonna come back on, or service come back on. So it's very interesting.
We get so dependent. Hey, Nate, Santos Brothers Plumbing, what's up, big boy? I like his overalls. I gotta get some overalls.
I've been seeing the truck everywhere now.
Right?
I keep seeing him down Templeton everywhere.
Hey, hopefully our What's Up North County posse is giving them a holler when they need to replace that porcelain god. But what was I just saying?
We're talking about AT&T.
Oh, yeah.
The service outage. So that's why Lori can't call in this morning.
Yeah, I think it's just we become too dependent on our phones. Could you put your phone down and not look at it for a month?
Yeah, I do that.
You think you can?
Uh-huh.
I don't think you can.
I don't have a personal social media. I don't have anything personal like Instagram, Facebook. Everything I have is for the show. So I don't utilize my own personal stuff. So I don't have to be on there all the time.
I was listening. So Dr. Phil was on Joe Rogan 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and I recorded this one spot because I want to play it. But he says that we, as a whole, kids and adults, look at our phone on an average of 300 times a day.
Yeah.
300 times a day.
That's why everybody has neck problems. Everybody's like this the whole time, you know what I mean? Looking down.
And, listening to Dr. Phil and some of his talks about, the correlation or the ties to, society and kids and just, mental illness and all that stuff didn't take effect and didn't become well known until the introduction of the smartphone. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's when a lot of hate started happening too. People started hating each other because guess what? You could sit there and talk crap, and you don't have to be in front of somebody's face. You could just be, boom, right there. Hey, I hate you, and you don't ever have to see the person again.
Because they were talking about a lot of the transgender stuff. They were talking about a lot of the kids in depression, suicide, and this and that. Well, prior to cell phones, think about when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
When you're in school, you basically, when you left school, you left the problem behind you, right? There was no, kids, if you were getting picked on or something. You didn't get picked on away from the school because you associated with your own friends and your own family and your own, group. Well, now when kids in that same scenario leave school, they still have it with them,
right?
Via social media, via text messaging, via Facebook and all these different platforms. So, and that you talk about depression, we talk about mental, illness. I think this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
I don't think I could because, again, I don't do a lot of personal stuff per se, I don't think, but I do mostly business stuff.
I do a lot of emails. So my main thing is emails. I have to see my emails for work. I have to see it for this, and all that stuff. So emails is my big thing.
But you don't sit there and play games on your phone.
Oh, no.
I do find myself, so a good friend of mine years and years ago, back when remember there was a portal, and I don't even know if it's still around, but it was called GeoCities.
Okay.
It was kind of like before or maybe during MySpace era.
Okay.
And so I had my cell phone stores, and he walked in, and I'm sitting there on this, it was kind of like a MySpace type thing. And he goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know," kind of like a kid. And he's like, "Does that make you any money?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Well," and that has stuck with me over the years.
Yeah.
And whenever I find myself just staring into my phone, into the abyss of this, Facebook world or Instagram. Instagram's the worst because you can, it's all quick and it's you don't have to read much. It's all pictures and stuff, right?
TikTok is the worst.
TikTok?
I went on TikTok for a little while, dude, and that's the only time I got down a rabbit hole. I was like, man, this is a lot of stuff, and it was just a flurry of crap being thrown at me from all different directions. Well, TikTok is really bad.
So I hear TikTok, according to, like I said, I go back to Joe Rogan because I listen to the podcast all the time.
Right.
TikTok is constantly on videos on TikTok are showing people dying, literally dying, getting shot, getting killed, getting murdered.
That's all of them. That's all the platforms, dude.
And I was like, what? And so Robbie, he's like, Dad, he goes, probably because Joe was saying every 3 or 6 videos that he scrolls through is literally somebody getting murdered, right? And I'm like, no way. So when we were talking about this the other night, he's like, Dad, he goes, it's on mine too. And I said, it's not on mine. He goes, it is on yours. And so sure enough, he popped it up and I was like, oh, wow. So, but you can go down those rabbit holes, but some of the videos on Instagram are funny.
Yeah.
I'll screen video those things and send them to people because they're just funny, and you find yourself wasting an hour like that.
That's why I don't do it.
Watching a video.
I try not to do it. I watch a lot of YouTube videos because I like educational stuff, learn how to do this, history and stuff like that, but I can't get down that rabbit hole of murder and all this stuff. So
cool. Well, right on. Well, it's 8:54, so let's take another commercial break, and we'll be right back to the Morning Brew.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations, Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
welcome back to the Morning Brew. Was that over the top?
It's pretty heavy.
Okay, that was okay. I'll tone it down to about like an 8. That was like a 10.
You gotta be more like, hey guys, welcome back to the Morning Brew Show.
Be like, what's that guy that talks so soft? He's like, welcome back. Where it's like a studio where they're smoking cigarettes and everything's like really mellow. Welcome back to the Morning Brew. Today on the show.
That would be boring as hell.
I know, it really would be. I would fall asleep talking about it.
I would.
Hey, so we want to shout out some road closures still going on, still in effect. Several road closures are still posted, signs up, still in Paso Robles. Clear skies are on the forecast, but several roads in Paso Robles, however, remain closed. Penman Springs Road from Union to Lene is closed. North River Road is closed from Estrella to Wasona, and as well as the river crossing. Airport Road's crossing at Estrella River continues to remain closed between San Miguel and Paso Robles. San Marcos Road is closed from Nacimiento Drive to the US 101 and Wasona Road. Other roads in the county may be closed as well. Road closure status can be found on the county's website and the Public Works Department websites. So, guys, look at the picture. Look at this picture. Look at the signs. Okay, whether that shows in English, Spanish, Japanese, anything like that, you get the gist of it, right? You get the gist that it's closed.
Do not go.
The signs are saying caution. The signs are saying alert. The signs are saying do not go. And sure enough, what do you got right there? You got a truck going through that. Hey, you know what? And again, just like, they have cameras for speeding. You know what I'm saying? Why don't they put up temporary cameras for people, not abiding by the road rules, and there's a ticket?
No, because one thing will lead to another, man.
Like
then
what?
You'll say that, and then they'll want to put one, at your house in your driveway, and then they're going to want to put one down the street. And
At my house?
yeah, you wouldn't believe what the government wants to do, how much they want to watch us.
Yeah, a bunch of pervs. It's kind of like Men in Black. Have you ever seen the Men in Black where they sit there and have the camera and you can pin, Tommy Lee Jones zoomed in on his wife or his.
You don't think the NSA can do that right now?
Oh, I'm sure they can.
Yeah. That's a legit thing.
That's what Google Earth.
Yeah.
If you ever sit there and that's another rabbit hole as far as the
but Google Earth is not there's way higher quality satellites and cameras than Google Earth.
Have you ever went into the NASA cameras?
NASA?
Yeah.
Nah.
So something happened in the last couple of years, and I can't remember what it was, but they have like these cameras like in all kinds of different places in space that you can log into it and check out these cameras, right?
You're talking about for planets.
For what?
For different planets?
It's like a video cam, that you can log into. They even have those underwater in the ocean. You can log into these cameras and like these, like every now and then you'll run across somebody will post something that this big, 90-foot megalodon, shark, swam by or something like that, right? And that's where I found it. And then I started finding they're like, satellite cameras from space or whatever. So I clicked on that, and you can get you'll see the planets going by. You'll see like stars shooting and stuff like that if you watch it long enough. Most of the time you don't know what is there. It's just like black and like you'll get a speck or something like that. But I think that was kind of cool. Where you can log into these different cameras, kind of like you can log into the ones at the beaches or at the oceans and see what the surf looks like over in Cayucas or Cambria or even Heritage Ranch and the lakes, Nacimiento Lake. They have a video cam over there on the west side of the lake that points back towards like Heritage Ranch and like the communities and stuff too. So pretty crazy. So there's also a company here in the San Luis County. It's not North County, but San Luis County that's under attack by the government, which is Meathead Movers. So Meathead Movers has been around. They were a college class or a college. What do you call that? A business class. He was in business class in Cal Poly, and it was his senior project, and he started this Meathead Movers, right? San Luis Obispo County moving company, Meathead Movers, is an U.S. equal opportunity company. So but they have engaged in long years of campaign and extracting millions of dollars in back wages from defendants of Meathead Movers. So they're under attack by the government, saying that they haven't hired anybody of age 40 and or over since at least 2017. Following an investigation that started last year, presented Meathead Movers with a $15 million demand to settle the case. Failed attempts to reach the company has, went dormant or whatever.
Right.
So these guys, and it's nothing that has been, there's no complaint. It was just that the government agency went ahead and did this on their own, filing a discrimination suit against Meathead Movers.
Okay, so here, dude, 40 and above. Okay, so if you can't go out and mow your lawn and afterwards have to take ibuprofen, Advil, or Tylenol, you probably shouldn't be moving couches, office furniture, and all this other stuff, right?
100%.
So, I mean, government, just, take your cameras and go away.
So this guy, this has been going on for several years, right? They've been battling back and forth, and he refuses to pay it, obviously, right? $15 million. He doesn't have the money, for one, he says in an interview. But you think about it, who's going to want to go and work for a company that their whole basis of their business format is picking up heavy stuff, running back and forth from the truck, that's their workout.
This was all supposed to be for athletes, right?
It's athletes.
It was athletes that were supposed to be getting the jobs out of this, so they can have a little extra pay.
Athletes driven. Yeah. The whole idea of it is to not, give them a place to, work out at work. You know what I'm saying? Because they're lifting, big chairs, big couches, big hutches, and all that stuff. They're jogging back and forth, so they never walk. That's one of their business formats, is that nobody just sits there and walks around. They jog back and forth. So, but this guy is under attack for discrimination of people 40 and over.
Well, this is where the government comes in, and it's sad, man. They could just 1 minute you're done.
It is sad.
1 minute.
And it's sad to think about how easy it happens. You think about during COVID, how quickly and how easy everything was shut down.
Yeah.
By not even a whole understanding of what was going on, right? It was just only the government had that way and had that ability to shut down everything.
It's crazy.
You think about school was shut down for almost 2 years. 2 years. And you look back on that era of kids, and you look back on their education, you look back on their development, and it shows, and it's showing going forward. That's exactly what statistics are showing, that going forward from that time frame is going to be catastrophic.
Could be.
And what's going to happen? So that was that was 2020 and 2021, right? Because it shut down like in March-ish in 2020 and went through like 2022.
Yeah.
So
very strange.
It's just a wild time.
Yeah.
Just a wild time. Wild West time. All right, man. It's 9:05, so it's time to take another break, and we'll be right back to the Morning Brew.
What's up, North County? Nate Santos here, owner of Santos Bros Plumbing. You might recognize me with my dancing horses at local events such as the Atascadero Tamale Festival, Templeton 4th of July, and Paso Pioneer Day. I am now available for all your home plumbing service and repair needs. From minor drips and drops to emergency leaks and clogs. For the best plumbing service, call Santos Bros Plumbing, pipe wranglers to the rescue.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Welcome back to the Morning Brew, guys. Thanks for tuning in to What's Up North County this Thursday morning. We appreciate you guys riding with us. If you haven't already, get on over to Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. and hit the follow button, hit the little bell button, so that way you get alerted when we go live with our shows. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsor. We'd like to thank SLR Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Santo Brothers Plumbing, Pacific 805 Spas, Hanson Enterprises, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, and Airflow Filter Services. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
What's up, North County? Nate Santos here, owner of Santos Bros Plumbing. You might recognize me with my dancing horses at local events such as the Atascadero Tamale Festival, Templeton 4th of July, and Paso Pioneer Day. I am now available for all your home plumbing service and repair needs, from minor drips and drops to emergency leaks and clogs. For the best plumbing service, call Santos Bros Plumbing, pipe wranglers to the rescue.